Tons of YouTubers have tried their hand in the business world, from energy drinks to clothing, apps, cosmetics, and so much more. There's been so many things that we've seen take off, and there's also been things that didn't really go anywhere. David Dobrik knows what that's like firsthand, and now he's crossing his fingers that this next business venture doesn't turn out like the rest of the ones that he's tried. Cause I just know the rent that he's paying to have this place in the location that it is definitely not cheap. So he's definitely gotta be saying a couple prayers. David has been trying to open up this dang pizza shop for years now, and he's finally announced that after all this time, it's going to be opening next month on November 12th. It's called DOBRIKS, and it's his first big launch of anything since he's been in all of this drama this year and last year, which a lot of people think he's kind of in some trouble for because, you know, what is he to expect when he is dropping such a big project and he's not exactly on good terms with a lot of his original following? Like, there are still people that obviously like David and they are fans of him, but there's a lot of people who also have been very hurt by David and don't agree with a lot of the things that have gone on. Whether it's the Insider article or the stuff with Jeff, there's a lot of reasons why people do not support David, and he's definitely in some trouble when it comes to launching a whole restaurant. The restaurant industry is tough. This is not just a perfume or any other product that he's putting out here. He is opening a restaurant. Like, that is a big deal that he is taking on, and in such a climate where people don't really know if they want to support him or not, or they just know they don't want to support him, that's definitely very hard to do. I'm gonna say that. And in such a competitive industry, I mean, in the recent years, David has taken a lot of hits in terms of companies that he started, and this is kind of the last one that he's had left, and he's really held on to it and kept it really close to him and really delayed the launch of this, probably hoping that as more time went on, people would start to like him a little bit more or forget about the things that he had done or been called out for. And I'm pretty sure he thought that this year was going to be the best year because all of the drama was kind of last year, but he certainly wasn't expecting, I'm sure, the Jeff situation to really blow up once again this year. I mean, a lot of the things that David was in trouble for, it was a very big conversation last year. But this year, David was back to posting videos on YouTube regularly, and it seemed like Jeff was on good terms with David, at least to some degree. They were still friendly at the beginning of the year. And then things took a very dark turn once Jeff decided to be very honest about David not actually being there for him and not paying for his medical treatments and things like that, that caused a lot of drama between David and him going back and forth, people not liking what David had to say. It caused another conversation about David and his character, and he decided to completely go off of the YouTube platform and stop making videos once Jeff decided to file a lawsuit against David for $10 million. And David's responses through his lawyers about the lawsuit have been very telling, and people have not liked what has been said on David's part, which has not made him look good before this big launch where he needs like a ton of customers to come. And Jeff recently did an interview and was asked about the lawsuit, and he did make mentions of hearing about David's recent comments about the lawsuit and wanting the entire thing to be thrown out, and that he's blaming Jeff for what happened.
A David Dobrik situation.
Yeah.
If we don't,
Weasel, he owes me money.
if we don't, so is the lawsuit still going ahead?
Oh yeah. I mean, that's more for me to. Personally, I need that from him because he's such a. I mean, I don't want to go too in depth on this topic because obviously we're fighting it out for real. That's a real situation, and he's a bit of a sociopath who maybe he's insane or maybe he's just that delusional where he feels that he can do no wrong. Or he just can't admit to doing wrong. But when it comes time to something that I got to live with, the consequences of those actions, we got to be like, all right, this was my bad, this was my fault, I accept it, and move on. Because obviously seeing something like the last TMZ article, I don't speak to him or even his lawyers or anything, I let my team handle that. But to find out he said something like to the courts, like, oh, it was his fault, he knew what he was getting into, I shouldn't be held at fault or anything. Obviously, it pisses me off, but I just learned to take my emotions out of this it's a tough business, you know?
So now it's even more of a up in the air situation as to how well this little pizza shop is going to do. I think had David not been involved in any drama at all in his career, this would definitely be pretty big. And I think it might have been as big or bigger than Mr. Beast's burgers. But due to everything that has happened, this return back to the limelight hasn't exactly been normal. David is completely off YouTube as well, so he hasn't been promoting this shop on his YouTube channel, a place where he used to promote all of his projects, and that was because it was his largest platform. But since he's not on it anymore, he's been sharing updates on TikTok, Instagram, and Snapchat. He's really active on Snapchat, posting there the most, and he's been posting things that he would typically post on YouTube. He recently filmed a video revealing the actual storefront of the pizza shop to his friends, and it's definitely something that would have originally made it into a YouTube video, but that's not something he's doing anymore, so this was gonna be on Snapchat.
So before I post them, I don't know why people wonder this, but I'll just explain it. We would have people park like down the street, and then we would get into their cars, drive them to the restaurant, have them blindfolded, and they would open their eyes in front of the restaurant. So this is before anybody saw it. They didn't see any blueprints or anything, so this was literally their first time seeing a restaurant.
Open your eyes.
Oh! Oh, wow!
Holy
Thank you, bro.
Wow,
oh my
David.
God.
Holy fuck, dude.
I don't want to cry. This is
That's
so
awesome, dude. Holy
cool.
David! Oh my gosh! This is beautiful!
Is it?
I'm so happy for you. I was expecting some like dinky pizza joint. This is legit.
What if I hate it? Do I react normal?
Yeah, just tell me if you hate it. Okay.
Okay.
All right, in 3, 2, 1, open your eyes.
Oh my God. Wait, this is amazing. This is awesome.
Literally all of the promotion for the shop has been elsewhere, and I mean, that's certainly as a result of him being in all that drama, and probably why he doesn't really want to be on YouTube anymore. He shared more and more details of the shop as the weeks have gone on and what they're going to be selling as the date gets closer and closer. This seems to be the options on the menu, and I mean, I definitely want to know what you guys think about this. Like, for 1 second, don't think of this as a David product, and let me know what you guys actually think about the pizza here. Okay, now imagine that it's David's and tell me if you guys think that it will do well sales-wise. I really wonder how popular this place is going to be. I think it'll certainly be interesting. I mean, I'm sure the first couple of days there are going to be a lot of people that want to go to it because at the end of the day, he still does have a lot of followers. He still does have a lot of fans, and I do think that people will show up. I mean, the Hollywood Fix saw him there one night, and I'm sure he called them, but they were there filming the night that he was going to be introducing his friends to the store, showing his friends the storefront, and there were people there saying that they can't wait for it to open, taking pictures with him.
Thank you so much. Yes, I'll see you guys in 3 weeks. This is yours? Yes. Oh, that's sick. Yeah. Thank you so much.
I'm sure there's a ton more people just like those guys that will be there on opening day and the days to follow. But a couple weeks after they open, I want to know how well it's going to do. So let me know what you guys think about that. The one positive I will say is that David was looking for staff to work at this pizza shop, and compared to other jobs with the same job title, he was offering to pay significantly more than a lot of other places in the area. Typically these jobs were going for a minimum wage or like $1 more than that, and he was paying significantly above minimum wage. So I did feel like I wanted to mention that out there because I was kind of shocked to see that, and I was like, all right, David, you did good there. But that is all that's going on with David and his pizza shop. It is set to open on November 12th. So I guess, we will all find out that day how this whole thing is going to do and what is going to unfold for David and his next business venture. He's certainly been trying to lay low this year, but that just can't be the case when you're trying to open up a whole business. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Also, let me know if any of you guys are going to try the pizza. If any of you guys are in the LA area, let me know if you are. I'm curious if you guys are curious. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.